All right. Day 5. We were supposed to talk about happiness, but also there is another challenge that I want to undergo during this challenge. Something that I've been struggling with for quite some time, actually. Something that I've never really focused on as it should be focused on, and I haven't really taken it serious until it became serious. Can you relate? When you push things off for so long that it just becomes serious? In Norway, we have a lot of laws, a lot of systems, a lot of such a square processes that you get cut on them if you try to just delve into it. One of these systems is called the taxation system, the tax laws, or the added tax. You know, the value added tax, VAT. Mm. You see, in Norway, when you start making money, when you reach a certain number, and I think this is, for everyone, you are obligated to pay more or to bill more and add stuff. These things just gave me a massive headache when I got into all this. It's like finally making money. What's that? All that stuff. And now there is these periods during the year where you have to add up all the things that you've done, and then you have to send that in, and then you have to you either get money back or you have to pay more money or all that shit. Honestly, I'm very, very, very fortunate that I have an accountant because those things give me a headache and I just don't want to deal with them at all. You see, what I'm good at is talking with people. I'm good at making my point. I'm good at communication. If I have something I want to teach, I'm pretty decent in delivering that point and to try to make it as understandable as humanly possible as I'm going through it. This is based on my experience in learning from working with a lot of people who didn't know they didn't know the same thing, if that makes sense. If you have 100 people and all of those 100 people are on different levels of experience and knowledge, to try to cater to every single person in the same way from the same thing you say is impossible. Because if you say something, some people will feel like that it's too basic, other people will feel that it's too hard, some people will think that this was perfect and amazing, but you have so many spectrums within those three categories as well. So it's so hard to teach something and then expect everyone to understand. It's more or less impossible from what I've seen. It's my humble theory that it is impossible. What is possible is to teach them all at the same time, right? To give them some sort of a onboarding. And that's what I've been working on. I've been working on creating the best fucking thing in the world within different genres. First of all, the whole adventure that I've been talking about, Tribe, the 100-day challenge. I'm going to let you in on a secret here, and it's huge. So I'm not sure why I'm telling you, but I feel like I'm not stopping talking, so I'm going to do it anyway. Here I go. Okay. I figured that the education system is fucked. The Norwegian education system is fucked. Look at the US. The education system around the world is fucked because we are basically being taught by books that was written way back when, and now when new information has arrived and new knowledge and understanding of different concepts have radically changed how we see the world. Even though this has happened, the archaic systems persist. They're still there, and to change that would cost a lot of money. But I want to coin in on that. I want to say that the reason it's fucked is because it costs a lot of money, and everything in the world can be traced back to how much it costs. Is there a profit or is there a cost? Did you know that JP Morgan basically fucked the world by cutting the funding for Nikola Tesla as he was developing electricity that was wireless way back when he was running around? That's just one of the things. One of the things. So, my point. We have so many things that has to be changed, and I wanted to be a massive proponent in changing those things. So I started to create courses on how to gain money, how to learn how to sell your knowledge. so that you can gain an income stream based on your experience and knowledge and wisdom and all that stuff. Most people don't really realize that they have something that other people need. That's the biggest epiphany that I had when I was doing this. Many people will see that they have a skill, they have a gift, and they don't consider it a gift because it just came naturally to them. But that is the thing. Those people have a gift that they really should be delivering to the world, because those people who are currently delivering that most likely just took a course on how to deliver that. Make sense? If you look at the industry today, and I'm talking specifically about coaching and all these knowledge industries where you're trying to sell a knowledge product, most people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just following this recipe of the whatever course they got. And that's a problem. That's what I wanted to fix. So I wanted to teach people how to earn money. And it's not like you can become a millionaire within 90 days, because that is a copyright effective, psychology driven headline. Whatever, right? My theory, my philosophy is that when people are free, when they can create their own value and when they create their own income stream, they are then free to do what they want and focus on themselves and delivering more value. And then they will be more of a asset to the society around them, and they will become free in terms of their energy. They shine. When people are happy, when people are fulfilled, something happens. And it's kind of a very big contrast to what we see today, where most people are doing a job they hate, and then they just continue to do that, and they feel depleted, and they feel depressed, and all that stuff. So I figured I wanted to teach people how to make money. And not for the sake of money, but for the sake of being free and living the ultimate freedom life. That also turned me into a lot of other things. So, a course on psychedelics. What are psychedelic mushrooms? How do they work? What is the risks and benefits? How do they dose? How do dosages work? How is the experience? What can you expect? What can you not expect? What should you expect? Setting, preparation, all the different things. I over deliver every single freaking time I do anything. I over deliver. So my point to this rant, and because I started this with VAT and money, is that I over deliver to the point where I don't sell my shit. I give it away for free. I've talked about this sometimes now, where I say that people need two things. They either have to be in a position where they really feel the pain, they really need a new way in life, they really need something that is going to take them out of the situation they're in, and the pain is too big to handle, so that they want to do something about it. In terms of an investment, that is sufficient. People will do something when they're in that situation. The other thing is, if they don't pay for it, they will not honor it. They will not respect it. They will not implement themselves. So you have to take money. You have to charge for something for people to really invest themselves, and then invest in themselves. Because if you pay for something that you're going to learn, something happens. There is a weird evolution happening in your brain that you might not realize right out the gate, but it changes you. And then you take things seriously. You have paid for something, so you're not just going to let it go because, you don't want to look foolish for yourself. So that is what I've seen. If you pay whatever amount, if it's too little, then, it's easy to just forget it. But if you were to pay $100,000 for something, you are damn well going to focus on getting the most of that value, right? You're going to make sure that you don't waste that money. So I think that the whole theory is very logical. But for me, I've been giving people these discount codes for free. What has happened is that we have a society, a community online, several actually, but one of these, I've talked about that several times, 7,000 people. They're there for the information, and even though the information is laid out in a way that cannot be confused, it can't not help them if they're actually looking for help. It is laid out in the most spoon-fed kind of way. Very many people are still saying, where can I do that? How can I do this? What is the things? Is this the right thing? Blah, 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 blah. Right? They're not invested because it's a free community. So I figured out I was going to start something else. And I did. Now we're about 100, I think. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. 100 people in the Legacy Forge, which is where you learn how to forge your legacy, where you can learn how to sell your knowledge so that you can forge your own path in life, but also know about these magical things in nature, and not just psychedelic mushrooms, but what chaga, lion's mane, turkey tail, all these different things. And more things are going to come because nature has a lot to offer. Knowledge that has been lost because, again, there is no evidence, there is no research done on, let's say, Amanita muscaria, fly agaric. No research is done. It is coined to be poisonous and deadly, and the reason that no research has been done is because that cost money. I think it goes beyond that. I think that if they were to do the research, they would get data that would actually just crumble the entire industry because they see that all the pills they're selling in the pharmacy literally goes off trend overnight because everything can be done with the shroom that is wildly and freely growing in nature. But we're not going to go into that right now. But I wanted to give that information out. I wanted to really help people to gain a freaking edge in life. And that is very much into personal development and coaching and responsibility and leadership and all these things, taking accountability for your own freaking life and becoming the leader that you're supposed to be. Instead of waiting for everything to happen for you, you're doing something. You're taking the action that is needed for you to do something with your life to reach the dreams that you're talking about, but you're not doing anything about it. I've talked to so many people about this. And people say, I can't because I have this job. I can't because I don't have time. I can't because. I'm saying it does not require more than 10 minutes for a night. And then 10 minutes the next night. And then 10 minutes the next night. You don't have to quit your entire life to start something new. You are setting yourself up by doing small steps on the side of what you're already doing so that you can retire before you are. This is going to be a rant on the system. I feel it's horrible that you're going to wait until you're 60 plus years old and then retire to then use whatever you have left of life energy and whatever small crumbs of money you get from the government to live the life until you die. I mean, what if you just get 75 years? You wasted your entire fucking life. If you are in such a situation, it's not on you. You were taught that this was normal. Well, now it's time to say it's not. There are things we can do. There's always been things we can do, but today is so freaking apparent because everyone is doing it. Well, that is very relative because I'm seeing it all over the world because I'm stuttering because I get so freaking amped up. I see it all over because my algorithm is tuned into it. The internet is feeding me this all the time. This is my reality, right? So, sorry. But I feel like everyone deserves freedom. And in that case, I deserve freedom, right? So what I've been struggling with is to charge for my shit. I have a freedom lifestyle. Get this. A freedom lifestyle. I have clients. I have a lot of things going on. Many websites, many income streams, all these different things. But if you have a website that earns money, let's say 3 months a year, and you don't do anything in terms of marketing, well, you're just going to get money 3 times a year or 3 months a year. And the same goes for the other ones. If you're not focused on selling those, you're not going to get money. And I haven't been trying to sell any of them. So now it's time for me to change that. I've helped so many people for free. If you're watching this and I have helped you for free, I love you. And many of you have said that when I get to a point like, I want to send you money. And I'm like, nah. You don't have to do that. Well, it's time for me to say, I'm literally suffocating myself by not doing it. And I've been seeing it all along. I'm like, why am I doing that? Why do I have 6,000 plus euros outstanding without sending the bill that was already agreed upon to collect the money that I've already put in the work for? Where is the logic in that? Why am I continuously putting out my value for free? I want you, if you're listening to this and you're resonating with like, why have you been telling yourself that it's okay for you to waste your time and your energy for free. Because if you're like me, if you are on this path of freedom and you're working to keep food on the table, not just for you, but for the people who depend on you, and you don't do what is required by actually collecting the money that you've honestly earned. I'm trying to make sense of this my own as well. Like, I don't know what puzzle piece is missing, because I know all the things. I know how to do this. I'm pretty freaking happy. I think that I'm by far one of the top 3 people in my life that are happiest of the people I know. And I'm not sure if I can yes, actually, yes, I can come up with 3 people. I'm very happy, and I have a very logical mind, and I'm able to communicate, and I can inspire people, and I have the things I need, and I go around in the nature, and I just enjoy the fuck out of life. But there is that one thing. It would be awesome to have a freedom vehicle that could drive, vertically up a mountain with a bed in the back, and a tent, and a little carry your own fire trademark pending. Who knows? Maybe bonfire transfer can be a thing. But, all these things that I want, but I can't because I don't have the funds to create the thing. I need 25 million to create the Human Development Center. Valhalla. But if I don't collect the money, then how the heck am I supposed to gather the funds to create this thing? Every single person I've talked to is like, oh, that sounds amazing. I can't wait. Mental health really needs this. Oh my God, so many people would get help. Oh my God, if this is the seed for that, I can't even imagine what would happen when you get to the finish line. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And then within myself is like, let's say I'm going to try this a little dramatic thing here. I know. I mean, it's going to be amazing, right?
Then why, Tor, are you not doing what is required of you?
I mean, just living my life, and then at some point, it's there. We can feel it.
But you're not doing what's required of you. You need to start paying for these things, and for that to happen, you actually need to start collecting your money.
I just don't know what's wrong.
You're not collecting your money.
But I'm pretty sure I'm going to figure out. You know what I mean? That little internal voice that's not really saying anything. You're just feeling it in there. Yeah. It's weird. It's my process. So I have 2 processes. One of them is to start selling my shit. Challenge.torseppola.com. You'll get, I'm serious right now when I'm saying this. You're going to get so much value up the wazoo that you don't know what to do with it. Now, my idea with this is that it's going to be a game. We're going to turn life into an adventure game where you're going to do small incremental steps at all time. And then when you're going through, it's going to be enjoyable. You're going to find there's fun in this. But for that to happen, I need the capital to actually develop the systems. We have a fuck ton of systems already, which has cost a lot of money, and we're happy with it. But it can get better. It can get so much better because I'm not a programmer. And I know that if I get people who really know what they're doing to come in on this vision, and I can pay them what they're earned, what they're worth, what they've earned, what they're worth, then we can create something that is truly out of this freaking world insane. And that is gonna come. But I have to get over my little hump. And right now, if you want to help me, if I've helped you, torseppola.com/donations. I came up with that as a whim, so I have to create that now, right after this video. But, I know a lot of people who have said, how can I pay you? Because you've helped me so much. How can I help you do this? How can I help you do that? It's time. If you want to help me to create this freaking dream, this vision, this huge thing that is going to help so many freaking people, go to torseppola.com/donations. Right now, it's just a PDF. Valhalla is going to be a human development center. It's going to be rooted in nature. It's going to go back to those good values where we respect each other, see each other for who we are, and get that spark flowing. Share stories, grow with each other, grow with the tribe. Having meditation and quantum flow and all these things, making sure that people understand what humans are capable of, because they are freaking insane. We as humans are freaking insane. So it's literally human development. And I can't explain it. I will create whatever I can in videos and all that stuff to really paint the picture of what this is. But I haven't done it because I'm scared. Ooh, I think we're touching on something here. I'm scared. I'm scared. You know, I had a friend. I started. Yes, I need to say this. I had a friend, and we were brothers, and we did everything together. We were like, we found psychedelics together, and because of that, I felt this bond, and we could physically feel that there's something here. I loved the dude. I wanted to help him, so I created a website, and I created the blog, and I created everything that I do, right? And I didn't charge for it. I think actually just said cover the cost. I'm not sure if that even happened. Yeah, I think actually I respect me enough for that to happen. I said cover the cost. It was like $50, and then something happened. The website went down, and I said I just do that, and it's gonna be fixed. And he did. And then it came back again, and was like, dude, if this is gonna happen all the time, this is gonna take a lot of time. So what if? You know, I'm in a situation where I don't really have a lot of money right now. If you pay me $60, then I can go in and I can fix that for you and can make sure that it's not going to happen again. That was the last message I ever got from that guy. April 2021. So money for me, I've had $4 million in debt. I've always had a fucking issue with money. And seeing what happened when I was asking for $60, it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. So now when I see what I have, when I see what we've built, when I see the value that we have created, when I see the tears of the people we're talking with, people in Tribe Talk are really seeing transformational value. They are crying often. I feel like crying all the time when I'm talking to these people because of the freaking shift in their life. So I know it's valuable. And because of that and the system and everything that we built around it, I also know that once I get over this little hump, I'm going to be very wealthy. And I'm not saying that as, oh, I'm hoping I'm going to get very wealthy. I know that this is what the fucking world needs based on what I've seen in the market research, my experience, the current state of the industry, and everything that I've done over the last decade. This is not a guess. This is not a, oh, I hope so. This is a fucking educated prediction. So what do you do when you sit there with a fucking key in your hand and you're about to turn it over and you know that your entire reality will shift because you turn the key? Because when things come in like that, nothing will ever be the same. Yes, I might be able to do things that I couldn't do before. Yes, the ones around me will have everything they need. They will feel safety. They will get what I wanted to give them. Fuck, I'm gonna cry. Shit. Okay, we're in. This has been the goal, okay, for the family. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh, see, that's the good stuff about this challenge. You're getting into the core. Once that happens, though, I also know that a lot of people will come out of the woodworks. A lot of people come out of the shadow because they only want what you can give them. They don't want you for you. They want what you can give them or what they can get from you, like what they can take from your crumbs because you are now a wealthy person. And in this world, people with money are the people we look up to. Why? Why? I don't know. I don't know. But I know. Ah, fuck. Whew. I know that you need a lot of money to change this fucked up circus that we're living in. And that has been my goal. I want to change this entire reality for as many people as I can. And I know that I can. I just need to get in ahead. I need to get in front of those people who needs it so that they know it exists. And then I have to create the best way for them to see that knowledge in the best way that makes sense for them. And, you know, without going into all the technical stuff with how to do that, I know how to do it. I just need time and a fuck ton of money. And for that to happen, I need to start asking for that money. If you want a coach, and I can goddamn guarantee you, you're going to have the best coach you've had if you never had a coach. If you had a good coach before, I would probably do some research and ask you a little bit before I claim that I'm better. But I'm a great fucking coach. I know a lot of stuff that I can help you with in terms of finding your own true authentic self. Speaking from your fucking essence and creating the legacy that you deserve. The freedom life that you've always dreamed about. And I can't really explain how fucking insane it is to live a life like that, but I think most people around me have seen that it is pretty freaking awesome. If you want any of that, or anything that you see that I've done, maybe technical stuff, maybe video or whatever, all the things, I can just promise you everything that I can do as the best I can give you. Like, I can only give you the best I can give you. That's it. And I will never know if I can give you anything until we talk and I can see if I can help you in your situation. If it sounds like something that is interesting, if you want to help me change the fucking reality of a lot of people and create something that is going to shift the fucking industry and also put my town on the map. To be honest, it's kind of an egocentric thing because it is my legacy. And I'm going to honor you. All those people who chip in, who help, who are clients or who donate or whatever. I have this vision of a huge fucking rock, this huge boulder in the middle of the campsite, because this is also going to be like, just picture a Viking village, okay? A longhouse that is modern yet ancient. A big fucking boulder with all the names of the people that made sure that this happened. All the names carved into that fucking boulder forever. That is something that I'm going to cry again. Fuck. It means a lot to me. It's what gets me going. I didn't know that it was this bad, but it's time. It's time to just do what is necessary. So I'm not going to go more into this. I have a lot of thinking to do, a lot of processing to do. Thank you for listening to this. This was great. It was amazing. This was a great release. It was a long video, but I hope it was worth it. If you are in the same situation where you're creating something, start charging for your time. You are valuable. You are a magical person who needs to be taken seriously. And if you're not, you and those around you are the only ones that's going to really take damage from this. You are the ones that are going to hurt. You can give your value, but don't do it for free, because charging is a win-win situation. It's something that I've learned over my decade-long journey, and it's something that I will continue to hammer into people who don't think that sales is necessary in this world. But, when we've been taught that it is a taboo, so who can blame us? Whew, that was a good one. Until tomorrow. This was day 5. Day 5. Whew. Love you. Take care of your freaking family. I'll see you in the next one.